For more than 4 decades, Al Roker has been a familiar, comforting presence in American homes. With his warm humor, steadfast professionalism, and the gentle optimism he carried through even the stormiest of reports, Al became far more than a broadcaster. To millions, he felt like family. And for years, he seemed unstoppable. A man who balanced early morning schedules, cross-country reporting, and heartfelt interviews with an ease that made everything look effortless. But recently, things began to shift. At first, it was subtle. Fewer live appearances, more mornings away from the studio. A noticeable quiet, replacing the usual spark that made Al such a beloved figure. Colleagues whispered that he looked tired, more than tired. There was a heaviness in his expression, a weight he seemed to carry alone. Friends close to the family sensed something deeper, something Al was trying valiantly to keep private. And then came the moment no one ever wants to face. After a string of medical tests and consultations, doctors delivered the news that confirmed the fears quietly hanging over the Roker household. While the exact diagnosis remains private, those familiar with the situation describe it as serious. Serious enough that doctors insisted he step away from his professional commitments immediately. The demanding rhythm of television, travel, and public life had to stop. His health had to come first. Witnesses say Al listened with quiet determination, but the emotion beneath the surface was unmistakable. A man known for lifting the spirits of millions now had to confront a challenge that even his legendary optimism could not hold back. His first thoughts, according to those who know him, were not about work or fame. They were about his family, and especially his wife, Deborah Roberts. Deborah, an acclaimed journalist in her own right, has long been Al's partner in every sense. The strength behind his smile, the steady presence in the whirlwind of public life. Throughout their marriage, they built a bond rooted in trust, humor, resilience, and a shared devotion to their family. But this moment, this news, shook her to her core. Sources close to the couple say Deborah remained composed while doctors explained the road ahead. But once reality settled in, the emotional weight became overwhelming. She knew life was about to shift, not gradually, but all at once. After long discussions with doctors and loved ones, Deborah made a decision that surprised even her closest colleagues. She chose to step back from several professional obligations, pressing pause on projects that were deeply meaningful to her. For Deborah, there was no hesitation. Al needed her, fully, completely, without distraction. She transformed their home into a place of calm and recovery, intentionally quiet, shielded from the noise of the outside world. Friends say she rarely leaves Al's side now. She coordinates his appointments, monitors his rest, and carries the emotional burden that comes when the future suddenly feels uncertain. But even in this difficult season, their love has deepened. Al, ever grateful, has reportedly told friends that Deborah's strength has become the foundation he leans on. On the hardest days, when fear presses in, she is the voice reminding him that they will face every challenge together, side by side. Messages of support from friends, colleagues, and viewers have poured in. Many describe Al as weary but hopeful, placing his trust in Deborah more than ever. In the quiet of their home, Deborah made Al a promise, one rooted in devotion and unshakable love. She promised that he would not walk this path alone, that she would protect the world outside so he could focus on healing, and that together they would fight with the same courage that has defined their lives. As this deeply human story continues to unfold, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future updates on Al Roker and Deborah Roberts. Your support allows us to keep sharing heartfelt stories that truly matter. Thank you for watching, and please send your love, prayers, and warm wishes to the Roker family during this time.